I'd heard some economists talk about how we could increase organ donation. Now, this isn't a topic that you would automatically associate with economics, but when I realised that they were researching topics like this, I thought that there were probably lots of other interesting questions that economists were researching.
So initially I was quite unsure on what I wanted to do at university, but I'd heard good things about economics, especially at Sheffield, and I heard it's very versatile and valuable for the job market.
When I first started university, I was very worried about the maths involved in economics. I had tried to take A-level maths but just couldn't get my head around it. But I quickly learned that this was not something to be worried about. The maths you learn in university is very different to the maths you learn at school. We apply it to the topics that you're learning about, and I found this much easier to understand. I went from being very worried about the maths to actually really enjoying it.
I teach environmental economics, which is a sub-discipline of economics concerned with environmental issues. My research is also in environmental economics and in particular environmental policy making. I'm also interested in the transition to net zero and decarbonization, which is an interesting area to work in given the climate urgency. And these are all topics that I discuss in class too.
The thing I've enjoyed the most about taking environmental economics is learning all the different tools the government uses to limit carbon emission.
I teach the economics of race and gender, and in this module we talk about how economists think about discrimination in the labour market, for example, whether and why discrimination might emerge. And we also talk about the methods that economists use to test for discrimination in the labour market.
I chose to take race and gender because I did labour economics the year before, and I was quite interested in the research of minorities and underrepresented groups. And with race and gender, I really enjoyed the teaching style. The lecturer made it very clear and the classroom size was quite small, so there's plenty of opportunity for interaction between the lecturer and other classmates.
I definitely recommend studying economics at Uni of Sheffield.